Rum Explorers, I'm Nia, I'm a rum enthusiast, and it is rum time. Today we're having rum time with an R-H-U-M-Y because I'm bringing you this collectible bottle of Dillon Distillery, which is a distillery in Martinique. And as you all know, these rums are very unique because they are made from sugarcane juice. The great story about this distillery though and how it connects to America is they have been the site of farmers since the 1690s, and Dillon, who was part of the troops of Lafayette here for the American War of Independence, he actually bought the distillery after the war, which was amazing. So this distillery, they actually have been doing this since 1690, which is a very long time. I'm very excited to try this. I have tried a lot of the Rhum Agricoles, but on the brand Clement, so we'll see how this compares. Now they do have 10 varieties of sugarcane in this distiller. So they have the farm and then the distillery in the same area. It's a very interesting process. So the sugarcane is grown for 2 years, and then it's extracted over a period to 2 to 3 days, and then the sugarcane juice is basically taken and right away processed. So a lot of the times you will get a type of juice that's very earthy and grassy as far as the notes are concerned. But let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. As far as presentation, this bottle is quite unique. The wrapping was this metal, and the cork inside looks like real cork. It does start off as a thinner bottle, and the base is quite round and heavy, and it does say 1779 on the bottom, which is pretty cool. Now, as far as the aging process for this specific rum, it is aged in oak barrels. They don't say which kind specifically, but they're aged for a minimum of 9 years. Now, if you're not familiar with Martinique or any of the French Caribbean islands, they're very particular of what they can call rum or RHUM. They do have the AOC, which is the organization that controls and actually allows them to determine what is rum. So the AOC is the Appellation d'Origine Contrôlée, which is the organization that basically gives the designation to these French Caribbean islands and the rum that they make in order for them to be able to be considered actual rum. So technically with these rums, you're gonna find that they're made out of sugarcane, not molasses, and they have no additive. So let's go ahead and dive in right into the Rumalia review. As far as the color, it's a little bit darker than your standard Rhum Agricoles. It looks like a deep, rich amber. The nose is actually on the sweeter side, so I'm very surprised I'm not getting a lot of that earthy, grassy notes that you get with the typical Rhum Agricoles. Now, if you have seen my reviews, you have noticed that I've tried everything from the very basic Rhum Agricole to a very fine rum, which is the one that's made by Clement. It's an 18-year-old rum, so I'll put that card above so you can see the comparison. But this one is a completely different distillery that I have never heard of, so I thought it was very interesting to find this bottle. This bottle was $40, so we'll see. I'm very surprised it doesn't have more of a... it smells like a traditional rum, to be honest. It doesn't smell like a Rhum Agricole. So first off, special shout out to my friend Paul from Drums and Rums. He just celebrated his 100th episode. If you have not seen that video, it's an amazing video of rum made in Georgia and very particular rum. So check that video out. I'll put a card up above. I am one of his alums. And now moving on to the review. So as far as the rum type, the journal type, this is going to be an agricole because obviously it's sugarcane distilled in pot still. As far as the Gargano rum type, this is going to be a pure single agricole rum. And then as far as the Royal Rum Society's taste code, I gave this a 4CL. 4 because it's not very sweet. It's kind of like on the medium side. As far as bland to flavorful, I gave it a C. It's very nice Rhum Agricole, but it's not very flavorful. There's not a lot of lingering. It's extremely smooth. And then from harsh to smooth, again, it started as a medium. Once I let the rum sit in the glass for 7 minutes, it was a low. The Whiskey Exchange's flavor camps, I'm gonna call this a light and uncomplicated. There's barely any grassy notes, barely any herbaceous. It's very light and uncomplicated. If you have not tried Rhum Agricole, this is a very good entry-level Rhum Agricole for anybody. If you're a rum enthusiast and you're trying to experiment and try to expand your palate and your experience of rums, definitely go scoop this bottle up. This is a very smooth Rhum Agricole. You don't see me flinching. There's no like weird faces that I'm making. It's actually very impressive for a Rhum Agricole. So again, if you're looking for collectible bottles, make sure you hit that subscribe button so I can welcome you on board. Now as far as the Rum Aroma training kit, I did bring out citrus, orange peel, and agricole because this rum is blowing my mind. Based on the profile and the notes and everything, and even the coloring of this, which is such a dark amber, I'm going to say that the cask type, even though they don't specifically say what type of cask, they just say oak. I'm going to assume, based on the flavorings of this Rhum Agricole, is that these are brand new oak casks. Now, as far as the Rum Aroma training kit, I did detect citrus and agricole, but the agricole is so light that even from the Rum Aroma training kit, which as we all know, the notes are very different than what we expect, it's a very light agricole. Now, is this treasure chest approved? No, it's not. As you all know, I am holding hard onto that Rum Clement. Would I run out and buy this bottle? It is $40. If you have not tried Rhum Agricoles and you want to dabble your little feet into Rhum Agricoles, this is a bottle that, yes, I would go and run and try this because it's very smooth. You don't get a lot of the earthy, grassy notes that you typically get with Rhum Agricoles. It's more of like a traditional rum without any additives because of obviously the AOC. But if you were here for the review, thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate it. If you have tried this, please leave a comment down below. If you have not tried Rhum Agricole and you think of you might get this rum, I would love to hear from you down below. Again, I look forward to the next rum and hopefully something collectible, which I think, let's be honest, if I'm gonna find a very cool, unique Rhum Agricole, this is it. This is definitely it and worth the $40 because it's quite enjoyable. Cheers!